We met at Texas Tech, and it was her freshman year, my sophomore year.
Michael was actually my camp counselor for like our freshman orientation. He was a sophomore. I was a freshman coming in.
I was a counselor for the purple team. Shout out purple team. Purple's not my favorite color, by the way.
And instantly, like, we got along really well as friends.
The summer went by and she had come to camp and I was like, wow, that was really cool. So I invited all of the people from all the camp sessions to come hang out.
And he invited me and a few of our friends from camp over to have Macaroni Monday with him and his roommates.
And she and I just continued to hang out.
Our friends kind of encouraged us to become more than friends and like kind of prompted that we were both interested in one another. So we finally had to talk about it.
And that's when we knew that we loved each other, and that was really cool. So she said that she had some time around lunch, so I said, yeah, I know a spot.
And he took me to the Lubbock Breakfast House,
which is just like a little breakfast joint. And it was in between classes. We just had some time and
it went well. It was great. We had lots to talk about and it was never like really awkward or dull, just butterflies. It was fun.
Just your normal standard experience, but with her it was just like super special.
And then on the way back, he was playing like these weird songs and I was like, who is this guy? But it was really fun. And we just continued to hang out after that.
I don't know, I really enjoy going back there now. It's super cool. We've been back and every time we go in, we're like, oh yeah, do you remember which state this was? Easily I said I love you first.
God, I don't know what we were talking about, but we were somehow like on his balcony in his old apartment and he had told me he loved me and I said, no, you can't say that yet, because we had only been dating for a couple of weeks at that time and I was like, I want to take things slow, you know, like this is so soon.
I was the one that ended up saying I love you first, and she had heard it from me and wanted to hear it again, just to be sure, but I was like, no. It's true. I do love you.
But he was like, well, that's okay. Like, you don't have to say it back, but I love you. And that was really sweet. And then, of course, like, the next day I was like, yeah, you know, I love you too.
Hoping that we're going to really deepen our relationship. We're going to get to know each other even better than we do now, which sometimes seems impossible, but sometimes I realize that I find something new about her each and every day, and that's really awesome.
At times it feels like we've lived many lifetimes together, but nothing excites me more than the opportunity to experience this love with you now.
From the moment we met, I knew that I wanted you in my life forever. Throughout our relationship, these last 5 years, you've never made me doubt your love for me.
I vow to you to be faithful, to be supportive, to be kind, and to be the best husband I can be for you.
It won't be easy all of the time, but I am more than confident that we have the devotion to each other to get through whatever life throws at us.
Every moment with you is a stroke of paint on the canvas of our lives, and together we will create something so incredible it inspires others to love the way we do.
Lastly, I vow to love you with all that I am and with my whole heart and soul. I love you so much and I'm so excited to become your wife.
You bring sunshine with you no matter where you go, and you inspire me to be a better man. I aspire to be there for you until death do us part. I love you.
Michael and Jewel, today you're surrounded here by family and friends, all of whom have come to share the joy on this special occasion. Michael, do you take Jewel to be your lawfully wedded wife? Jewel, do you take Michael to be a lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to support her and to love her for the remainder of your life? Do you solemnly pledge before God and these witnesses to be faithful to him? You'll be faithful to her for the remainder of your life?
I do.
I do.
Today, in the presence of family and friends, I pledge myself to you.
I promise to make you a home where there's peace for your soul and joy for your heart.
I will lead and protect you. I promise before the Lord to love you and honor you and cherish you. I'll provide for all of your needs and desires.
I will respect you and love you, and I'm proud today to become your wife.
Jewel, be my wife.
ring is a very precious thing. It's a symbol, a circle of the love that you two will share forever.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed,
It's a token of my love for you, and I believe with all my heart
that this is forever.
that this is forever.
For as much as Michael and Jewel today have come in holy matrimony, and by a minister of the gospel and the laws of this day, I now pronounce you both husband and wife. Michael, you may now kiss your bride.
Nice, we nailed it.
Gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Michael Raley. Father, I ask you to bless them and keep them. Lord, make your face shine on them. Be good to them. And from this day forward, give them peace in this marriage and this union together for the remainder of their lives.
There's something about your first child that's amazing and complicated. Your first child, you as a parent are learning and experiencing everything for the first time right alongside them. And I can tell you, looking back, I never thought, man, I'm so glad I worked that day instead of taking my girls fishing to the zoo or making memories with the family. There were too many special moments and events that I missed, and I regret that, Joel. The moment the doctor handed her to me to hold, and the moment her eyes opened, she melted my heart. Joel, you are an absolutely stunning bride. You look beautiful, sweetheart.
I'm overfilled with joy that my sister, who has poured her heart into all of us, is experiencing that same love in return. And for that, I thank you, Michael. Thank you for always loving her unconditionally and always being there for her and laughing at her jokes when no one else in the room finds them funny.
So 14 years ago, I made the best decision of my life, and that was marrying Jana Groff. I gained 2 smart, kind, loving, and beautiful daughters. And here we are today to celebrate Jewel and Michael as they start the next chapter of their life together. So when Jewel got to college, she managed to strain her knee within the first week. She had met a group of friends, and I remember hearing about this boy who was her friend, and he was helping her out while she was on crutches. I bet everybody in this room who can guess who that Rizzler turned out to be. And Jewel, I'm so proud of the woman you've become. Being your dad is the greatest gift on earth.
Being your older sister is an honor to lead and also learn from you. You are my best friend, and I'm so thankful to have shared my childhood with someone like you. Jewel, I hope that you enjoy growing old with him as much as I enjoyed growing up with him. And I wish you the best that life has to offer because you both deserve it.
Being a father has always been one of the most important things to me. Uh-oh. My friends and people I've grown up with always said, a man should always have a pocket knife and a pen. We started talking about a pocket knife would be cool. And we said, what would we make it of? Ivory. Ivory handle would be cool. What crazy ivory? What could we try to make this knife out of? And Michael says, narwhal. We found narwhal ivory. This is the narwhal ivory handled knife that I made for Michael when he was 10 years old. And Michael asked me, well, when do I get it? And I said, well, when you're a responsible young man. And when he made the decision to marry Jewel, I knew he was a responsible young man. So today I'm presenting this to you, son.
5 years ago, we were just starting to figure out who we were as people, and we've grown so much as individuals and as a couple. And I'm so excited to dance the night away and have an amazing time with everybody that we care about in one room.
I love you. I'm so excited that we've had this opportunity to get all of the people that care about us and love us all in the same room. It's amazing. And I'm so glad that I get to do that with you and with your family, our family. This is going to be the best night ever. And I'm so excited to be able to spend that with you.